Hi, this is Leigh Ambergy, stampwithleigh.com. I'm a Stampin' Up demonstrator in Mentor, Ohio, and thank you for joining me on today's video. I appreciate it. Before we get started with what we're going to be making, what I'm going to be showing you today, I do want to go over a few things. This is the last month for celebration. And Stampin' Up has just released additional celebration items. So a link for this is on my blog. Just it'll be below the video. So they have added some other items. I also want to tell you that my August PDF tutorial ordering special features the Cottage Rates bundle. And what that is with a $25 online purchase before tax and shipping placed in my online store and using a certain host code, you will receive a tutorial for 5 cards that has pictures of the cards and the material listed out that is used and step-by-step, line-by-line directions. And one other thing, starting September 1st is the Perfect Partners promotion. And what Stampin' Up has done is in the annual catalog and the current mini catalog, they have come out with exclusive die sets to pair with certain stamp sets. If you already have the stamp set, then that's fine. You can purchase the dies separately, or you can, if there's something you want, you can purchase as a bundle, and that again gives you a 10% savings. So again, that starts September 1st. I again will have a link on my blog so that you can view this, and the dies are while supplies last. I cannot stress that enough, that if you see something and you're like, oh, I really want that, get it, grab it before it is gone. So that's what I had to share with you as far as news happening and going on. And the card I'm sharing with you today is this card, and this was with the Designer's Daydream Designer Series paper. It is a Hostess exclusive, but we're going to be changing this up a little bit, and I just wanted to show this to you. This is basic white card base, and I've used the Blackberry Bliss cardstock to mat the Designer Series paper on. And this one is just kind of the opposite. It's the Old Olive cardstock, and this is matted on the basic white. So I really like the design on this card. This was one featured, I think I did it at a stamp club, and then I think a buffet with different paper, and I wanted to change it up and do it for something that's autumn, fall, Thanksgiving. So this is using the Rustic Harvest Designer Series paper, and this is the Fond of Autumn stamp set, and the dies. The dies are the Autumn Bouquet dies. Just got this. I just ordered it. This is first I've played with it. And then on the inside, I added some of the other, some of the elements too, that's on the front. So this is what we're going to be making, but what I am going to be sharing with you on camera is different Designer Series paper. So again, this is the stamp set, the Fond of Autumn, and then this is the coordinating dies, except I have pulled out the leaf and the acorn because that's what I've used for my die cut elements. So that's the bundle that is in the current mini catalog. And on this card, I've also used the Stylish Shapes dies, which I've used all 3 of these banners. And I've also used the stitched rectangle. So on this card, I used this this die. And then I was like, no, I don't know. So in this one, I used, is it this one? I used this die, but I snipped it in half and just put it on the ends. And I'm like, yeah, okay. So when I get more of the elements done on this card, I also die cut this. This is Mossy Meadow for the smaller banners. Snipped them in half. So we'll see. I'll attach this and place them down on my finished card and see which one I really like best, because sometimes you just don't know. So whichever one I don't use, and that means I get to make another card and put this on it. I do send out Thanksgiving and fall cards to family members and very dear friends. So again, this is Mossy Meadow cardstock. It's 4 1/4 by 11. All of the measurements will be listed below this video. So I'm just gonna fold that, burnish it with my bone folder, and you know what? Oh, caught that. I'm gonna get this over here out of the way. And this is just so simple. I have my designer series paper, and usually you can do front and back, but this has a lot of the black and white, and I wanted a little bit more color on this. So basically, this is it. You're going to put your designer series paper on here. Let me get some adhesive on here. Let's see if I can get this with my grid paper, and hopefully that will somewhat help me get this on here straight. No guarantees. I'm making a mess everywhere. Look at this. Okay, that looks good. And then I brought my mini over, and I'm thinking this is not going to fit. No. So I'm going to have to go over. I'm not going to bring the regular Stamp and Cut and Emboss over, because my workspace isn't that large. So I would just pop over, and all I'm doing is taking, again, the stylish shapes dies, which is this. I'm taking this round one, and I'm just going to put this on here and run it through my die cut machine. So I'll be right back. Okay, and we're back. So yeah, I knew my dies would fit through there, but I forgot my card panel was just too big. So what we're going to do is we're going to take this, apply your adhesive, and I just like to make sure I get some around that circle. And I'm going to try and center this. And then I'm going to put dimensionals on the back of my die cut piece. And I ran that through one time. I did not have to go back and forth and back and forth and back and forth. One shot did it. Put this maybe so you can hopefully see it. Okay. And then you're going to line this back up. From where it was cut out. Okay, so let me put some, and see, I didn't like that side. I like that side. And again, that's why cardstock has two sides. If you don't like one side, what you've done, flip it over. So let's see where I want this. Sometimes I do better holding it in my opposite hands. Looks a little high. Okay, I like that. Let's see what we do over here. I'm gonna come out a little bit. Yeah, I guess it would help if I put this here and then try to line it up this way. Might work a little bit better. I guess it would help if I press down to make sure it sticks. I move this one in just a little bit. Okay, it's not going to fit. It's going to overhang on my card. So that means I have to move it in some more. Maybe get a little bit tighter. Today feels like one of those days where I'm all thumbs. Well, I guess I could always also put it on an angle. So that's the one with the smaller, I'm going to say tails. Yeah, it looks okay. I think I like the wider one. And I don't like it on an angle. Okay, we're going to go with this one. And then what I've done is I have stamped the acorn and the leaf. That's from this set. That's this right here. And this is our Autumn Wishes. I stamped that in Memento on basic white cardstock. And then I colored it with my blonde. So this is the Crumb Cake, Daffodil Delight, and the Cajun Craze. So here's my dimensionals. Okay, so I'm gonna put, again, dimensionals on here. And yep, I have some little teeny tiny pieces, you know me. Use them all. Every little bit. Okay, I'm gonna put that. Right there. And then I want to need another one. I've got one on the front with my acorn. And then I did, so there we go. All right, so I'm just gonna do one on the front. I put my acorn there. Okay. So what I'm going to do is put my adhesive here. And I know this needs to be popped up because this is dimensionals, this is dimensionals. So I'm going to use my mini dimensionals on the top of this leaf, but it's a lot of space. And I'm going to need to stack my dimensionals. If you've never done that, you just put a dimensional on top of each other. So it's like a double decker. So I want Now I want this here. Put that there. And then I want this underneath here. So there's my front. Get my panel for here because we want to do the inside. So when I do anything like this, when I do anything where I am tucking something behind something else, I always like using the Tombow liquid adhesive because this stuff is really strong. And what I do is just put a little bit in the middle because I know I want to tuck things in and around that. So that way I still have, and I'm going to tear off some of the bottom on that because I know I'm tucking this under. And I want to make sure that I do think I like it that. I do think I like it that. But I'm also going to get rid again some of the bottom of that leaf. So when I tuck it under, I don't really have anything sticking or hanging out. Okay. Just press that in place. Tap on my glue. Get my adhesive back up. Put this inside. And then on this one, I added some of the brushed metallic dots. And I think I'm gonna put some on here. This has mostly the black, and I'm not really. Oh yeah, I think that'd go good. Okay. So what do I want and where do I want to put them? That's it. So that's it. A neat way to add, you know, an element to your card. This is basically a very basic outline, a very basic design, but by die cutting this panel, once you have your DSP on there, and then just put it back in place with your dimensionals, add your greeting and some embellishments, and you're good to go. I hope you have enjoyed today's video showcasing this cute card, and I appreciate you stopping by. Have a great one. Bye.